I sit here on a Saturday evening in August in Las Vegas, Nevada. It's a hard thing for me to do, but I want to warn the world. I feel like a patriot in Germany around 1927-26, standing on a rooftop yelling to the people, "Look what's coming. Look what's coming." If we don't stand up against these people, the future for us is horrible. I ask that everyone get together and write their congressmen and senators and ask for freedom of religion. And when I mean freedom of religion, I mean 100% freedom of religion. Every temple, every house of worship should have 100% access available to all who want to attend and see what the religion is made of. There will be no secret ceremonies. There will be no rooms that are off limits. These are man's inventions to try to calm his mind and find his place in the universe. I can promise you this: I have no answers on whether there is a God. Inside I know that there is a God, but I can't prove it to you. What I can prove to you is that if we continue on the course we are on, America will be destroyed. In the words of Abraham Lincoln, America can never be destroyed from without. The only thing that will bring down this country is from within, by the taking away of our freedoms. We need to stand together and ask for religious freedom. If not, religion will destroy this country. I want everyone to read the Quran. The Muslim religion has one goal, and one goal only: to rule the world. In 10 years, I don't want you to look back and say, he tried to warn us. The Muslims want complete and utter control of the world, and they will stop at nothing. And if you dissent from them, they will kill you to prove their point. And that's a fact. Suicide bombings, everything they do. What we need to do is educate these poor people and show them the error of their ways. The Book of Mormon that I'm taking up now is a fabrication. Joseph Smith was a fraud and a liar. He was a con man. The Book of Mormon is a complete fabrication and holds no bearing. Joseph Smith said that he was directed to these plates by an angel and visions of God and Jesus. If you put the graph of the United States, if you put it in a graph form and run a computer program and factor in the odds that the lost tribe of Israel found its way to America, the odds of them burying the plates within a 10-mile radius of Joseph Smith's house is astronomical. It cannot exist. And when an anomaly is there, it's there for a reason, because it's false. Joseph Smith was not a martyr. He was a murderer. He killed 2 people, and then he was murdered. Joseph Smith put upon this world a plague, which is the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. I believe that he was inspired, but he was inspired internally. He was not inspired by God. He was inspired to make himself more powerful than anyone else. As Abraham Lincoln says, any man can live with adversity, but to see the true measure of a man give him power. And when Joseph Smith was given power, he took many, many wives. He changed his writings. He said he deciphered these plays from ancient Egyptian. Ancient Egyptians were blacks. Joseph Smith said that the mark of Cain was upon the black man because of what Cain did to his brother. That's a complete and utter fabrication. White people don't want to realize this, but they are descendants of blacks. We have a genetic disposition for albinoism, and that's where whites came from. I promise you, if you open your eyes and you listen, you will realize that religion is what is holding us back. America needs to come together as a nation. We need to have true freedom of religion. Thomas Jefferson never wanted his country to be a Christian democracy. Benjamin Franklin wanted every church closed and turned into a pub. Christians try to say that the founding fathers were religious men. They were not. Benjamin Franklin was a fornicator. Thomas Jefferson believed in interesting things. I can't tell you for a fact that he wasn't an atheist. The world we live in today is scary, and people, because of its scariness, gravitate towards religion, because religion to them is a drug. I pray that you listen to this and you open your eyes and you realize that religion is what is holding us apart. If we have freedom of religion, we will see the errors of their ways. The Catholic Church is a breeding ground for homosexuality and child pedophilia. The Jewish religion is a religion based upon stories that were told around a campfire. I can't tell you that Jesus was the Son of God, but I can tell you that you are a son of God. When we do excavations and we find societies and past societies, we realize that they all worship something. And that common worship is what should bring us together. It's an instinct. And an instinct to worship that lives inside of each and every one of you is God. It's no more, no less. You don't need to put rules upon it. You don't need to put regulations. It's man's obsessive, compulsive need to have order in his life. I promise you that if we do not come together, this world as we know it will come to an end. And I'm sorry to give you this news. The Muslims will do everything they can to try to take over the world. We need freedom of religion. If your religion does not give women equal rights, does not open their books, does not have full disclosure, they are considered a cult, they do not get their tax-exempt status, and they are not recognized by the U.S. government. They are a cult. And in America, we should not let cults exist, because what cults do is brainwash people. The Mormon religion brainwashes people. I will debate a Mormon at any moment, and I will tear him apart. Joseph Smith lied. That's a fact. They did excavations at Cumorah, the mound, where Joseph Smith said the final battle occurred. There's not one weapon that was ever found. Not one bone. This is a fact. You cannot deny this. And the reason there was nothing found was it was made up. Joseph Smith, again, was a liar and a megalomaniac with a messianic complex. And when he had power, he did everything he could do to keep it. I ask you to read the Quran and read the Book of Mormon and educate yourself and find your path that works for you. Religion is a personal journey. It is not a journey you can take from others. Do not follow me. Listen, read, educate, and come together as one. America will have a chance, and so will the world.